Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to College Football 25. But this isn't an ordinary College Football 25 video. Today, we're making a Road to Glory quarterback, but I'm basically making a cheap version of Patrick Mahomes, and his name is Patrick Mahomes. So this is going to be the legend of Patrick Mahomes. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, to make Patrick Mahomes into the cheap version, aka Patrick Mahomes, it'd probably be in our best interest to make him less than a 4-star. So in today's video, we made him a 3-star. And I know I probably should have made him an underdog, but for the video to be a little more fun, we just decided to make him a contributor. Next up, we gotta make Patrice look like a cheap version of Patrick Mahomes, like I said previously. Obviously, we didn't have a hairstyle similar to Patrick Mahomes, or like a face style similar to him, but I think for the stuff we were working with, we made him look pretty close to Patrick Mahomes, or at least a cheap version of him. Now, when the reporters were asking if Patrice would rather compete for a national championship, get on the field early, play in a prestigious conference, or find a program that will develop him, we decided to go with competing for a national championship. And for a cheap version of Patrick Mahomes, I think it's a good goal to want to compete in a national championship. The next thing we had to decide for Patrice was what college we wanted him to go to. And after looking through a good chunk of the colleges that would potentially take Patrice as a starter, we ended up settling with Kennesaw State, which, mind you, isn't the greatest college, but to take Patrice on as a starter, it was one of the only few that would take him. So Patrice is off to Georgia. Week 1 is finally here, and now it's time for Patrice to have his first game against the Roadrunners.
Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners.
Okay, so far we've scored 7 points. Hopefully we can continue that streak.
Power football with the run. Any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second.
Go, go, go! Yes! Man, this running back is really good.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Get it, get it, get it! Yes! Ah, no, he didn't catch it. Yeah, so Patrice's first game ended up being a blowout. The Roadrunners destroyed the Kennesaw State Owls. But don't fret, because they lose one more game after that, but their third game, they end up winning, which is pretty good. But one thing I forgot to mention in Patrice's first 3 games is that his touchdown to interception ratio is not very good. He was 2-4. Then, after simulating a few games, Patrice ended up getting the Kennesaw State Owls to a 3-2 record. And his touchdown to interception ratio has gotten better. He's now 4-4 instead of 2-4 like he was last time. And surprisingly, after Patrice just got the Kennesaw Owls to a 3-2 record in Week 8, Patrice won the Conference USA Offensive Player of the Week the following week. Which means to me that Patrice is starting to prove himself to be more than a cheap version of Patrick Mahomes. After simulating a few more games, it's time to finally play another game. And this time, we're playing against the Florida International Panthers.
Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week.
Let's go, Kennesaw! Now, we've upgraded Patrice to a 71 overall, so hopefully this game, he does a lot better than the first one we played. Yes! Oh, flag on defense. Go number 32, let's go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Oh, I fumbled it, no!
And the defense jumps
Ah,
that turnover off the play fake on first down.
get it! Yes!
He picks on third down through the air.
Are you kidding me? I got sacked before I could even do anything. Now, once again, when I play as Patrice, we get blown out. Part of that reason is we were playing this on Heisman difficulty, so the next time, I'm gonna decrease it to All-American difficulty. But anyway, our team still has a decent record, 5-6. Not a positive record, but it's still pretty good for a 3-star quarterback. Sadly, Patrice didn't win the Heisman Trophy his freshman year, but Patrick Mahomes didn't win a Heisman in college either. But even though Patrice didn't win the Heisman Trophy, he did win the Freshman All-Conference USA Trophy, which is pretty good for a freshman quarterback. And he ended the season with 2,242 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. Ain't half bad for a 3-star. Now that Patrice's freshman season is over, it's time to head into his sophomore season. But before we do that, let's look at the transfer portal. And while I was looking at the transfer portal for teams for Patrice to go to, I ended up picking the Minnesota Golden Gophers. I chose them because they're a way better team than Kennesaw State. And even though he's number 2 on the depth chart, it's still very easy to get the number 1 spot. So now, Patrice is off to Minnesota to join the Golden Gophers. Now that Patrice is on a new team, it's time for him to battle for the quarterback 1 position. Go, go, go. Yes. Get it, get it. Yes. Oh, he almost got it. Oh, pocket presents. Gotta beat 4,000. Really, game? You're making it too easy now. 40 earned bronze. Let's see if we can get gold. I know we have only a short amount of time left. Okay, we didn't get gold, but we were pretty close. Go number 27, yes. Oh, you guys are just making it easy for him. Go number 27, get us gold! Make your quarterback proud, yes! Oh yeah, we're the starter. And on a much better team, too. These dudes can actually catch. Those other dudes, all the wide receivers were under 80 overall. Okay, so Patrice's first game for a sophomore season is against the Buffalo Bulls. And hopefully, since I'm playing in this game, I do well again, but I doubt that. Go number 15! Go number 15! Yes! Get it! Yes! Oh, he almost got it. Grab the ball, man. How did he drop that? And as I expected, we got destroyed by the Buffalo Bulls. Now we're halfway through Patrice's sophomore season, and so far, he's gotten Minnesota to a 3-3 record, and his stats are already way better than last year. He's already at 15-7 halfway through the season, and now Patrice is a 77 overall. So hopefully, we can beat a 6-0 Oregon. And surprising no one, my team lost to the Oregon Ducks. Not surprising. Okay, 16-7, he only threw 1 touchdown, but at least he didn't throw an interception. Now, for the rest of Patrice's sophomore season, we just simulated all the games. And as you can tell, he didn't win the Heisman this season, but he still had a pretty good season. And so far, throughout Patrice's career, he's thrown for 48 touchdowns and 22 interceptions for 5,576 yards. And for a 3-star quarterback that's under 80 overall, that's pretty good. Now it's time for Patrice to do another quarterback position battle to keep his starting job. No! I pressed Y! Yes, we made gold again. I guess this mode's not very hard to make gold, though. Okay, hopefully we get gold on this. There we go. Come on! Oh, we did not get gold, but we still won. Now it's Patrice's junior year, and his first game is against UCLA.
Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter.
Go number one, yes. Get it! Yes! Big play! Yes, there we go. He's not beating that dude. Despite that UCLA game being terrible, at least we didn't throw an interception that game. And Patrice has a 4-0 record so far for this season, which is pretty good. Next team Patrice plays is Purdue, and hopefully this game we do much better. And as I expected, we lost against Purdue. And now, for the remainder of the video, there's not much gameplay, because I really didn't have a lot of good gameplay for this video. I was doing horrendous in these games. But it's safe to say Patrice was still having a good season. For Patrice's junior season, he threw 34 touchdowns for 13 interceptions with 3,206 yards. Now I would expect an 84 overall to be doing as good as he is now. And sadly, Patrice didn't win the Heisman for his junior season, but he still did really well. Now, for Patrice's final season, I decided to go all out. After looking through all the transfer portal teams for Patrice's senior season, we decided to go with Michigan. I went with Michigan because they're a team with a really good history, and they're just a very known team. It's also the best team Patrice has ever been on, with Michigan being an 89 overall, which is pretty good. And for Patrice's first game on the Michigan Wolverines, they played the Buffalo Bulls again. After that, we simulated a few more weeks till we got to week 5, and Patrice's stats for week 5 were the best he's had so far at the beginning of a season. Patrice's stats for his senior season was 14 touchdowns for 4 interceptions with 1,227 yards. And for week 7, he led the Michigan Wolverines to a 5-0 season, which is pretty good for the beginning of the season. And then going into week 9, Patrice led the Wolverines to a 7-0 season, which is pretty good. And then a few weeks after that, they would eventually play Illinois. And going into that game, the Michigan Wolverines had an 8-2 record. And then obviously they'd beat Illinois. And then the next matchup they have would be versus Ohio State. And unfortunately, Patrice did not get the Heisman Trophy his final season. But he did lead the team to the college football playoffs. And the first week, they played the Tennessee Volunteers. And unfortunately for Patrice, they didn't make the national championship, but Patrice did end his college career with 12,181 yards for 114 touchdowns with 44 interceptions. And there you guys have it, the legend of Patrick Mahomes. And if you guys want me to make more college football content, just let me know down in the comments below, because this video was really fun to make. But anyways guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.